Happy New Year 2025. I'm coming to you looking a little rough because I'm sick and I can't really breathe that well. But I wanted to come on anyway in spite of not being able to get myself put together much more than this. I wanted to talk to you about some of the energies that we're in the middle of right now, and reasons to feel excited and reasons to also be prepared. And we just came through the Capricorn new moon, and that felt productive. I still feel like things are moving really, really slow in my personal world, probably because we've all been sick. But Capricorn is slow and pragmatic, but wants to do the step-by-step process. And I've been finding myself wanting to, get into the step-by-step process and make plans. And it feels frustrating because it's hard to see what the future is going to hold, because I really sense that there's going to be so much changing that making a plan right now, for something for 6 months from now, it seems like we might be in a whole different world 6 months from now. That's just how it feels. It doesn't mean that it will look that way on the outside, but it just might feel that way. I don't know. What do you think? Do you feel that way? Okay, I want to tell you about an energy that we are right in the middle of right now. Our planet buddy Mars. Mars is the next planet out from Earth, so he's our next door neighbor. Venus is the next planet in from Earth, so Venus is closer to the sun, and Mars is farther, but we're right in the middle. So we're in the middle of Venus and Mars, which are like, the woman and man of the zodiac, the classic. Women are from Venus, men are from Mars, right? Anyway, so Earth, we're in the middle. And so Venus or Mars, is going around the sun, just like we're going around the sun. And at certain times, it takes Mars like 26 months, so a little over 2 years to go around the sun. So it takes longer because he's farther away. So it takes longer. And right now, what happens is during that 26 months, somewhere in that 26 months, it will appear to us that Mars is going backwards. So that's called a Mars retrograde. Retrograde means, from our vantage point, it looks like Mars is going backwards. But when Mars is going backwards, it spends a lot more time in an area of your life. So it's like Mars is hot and fiery and wants to go and it's impatient. So think of the parts of yourself that are impatient, and the part of you that gets those bursts of motivation, but also uses up the energy really fast, kind of like a man after orgasm. They spew and then energy is gone. Well, that's a lot like Mars energy. Well, Mars is retrograde right now, and when Mars is retrograde, that get up and go is not as fierce or intense, and Mars is a little bit more butthurt and a little more whiny and a little more temper tantrumy. So, Mars going retrograde, it takes some of your vitality feelings. So not that has to happen, and not that that's happening with everybody. All retrogrades are a process. Because a planet appears to go retrograde, it means that it's tracing and retracing its steps along the trail of the zodiac. So it kind of zigs and zags in the sky, but it kind of retreads the same territory. 3 times, because it does it the first time when it's going forward, the second time when it's going retrograde, and the third time when it goes forward again. So it's a process. There's a beginning, a middle, and an ending to retrogrades. So we're in the middle of a Mars retrograde right now. We're not to the middle of it yet, but we're in the middle of it. And if you're interested in what that might mean for your life, let's do a mini Mars retrograde reading for where this is happening in your chart and how this may be affecting you. There's a lot of themes that are possible here. One is including healing the sacred masculine. And because Mars going into Cancer retrograde is like going deep into the womb of the belly. So there's a chance for healing the sacred masculine. And when Mars comes out at the end of the retrograde, which won't be until, the end of February, and then it doesn't really retrace all of its steps back to Leo, which is where this whole retrograde business started, in Leo. And it's still in Leo right this minute, but it's about to go into Cancer. Oh gosh, Mars is going into Cancer like today. Oh geez, oh geez, oh geez. Well, let's talk about it. Let's see what it might mean for you. So let's talk.